Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm super excited because we have some Last of Us Season 2 news, so let's get into it and talk about it. So guys, I am super excited to finally have some news about The Last of Us Season 2 because it's been a while, you know, it really has. And just this news is amazing news. We don't have, maybe 6-7 months to go, hopefully, because we know that season 2 is coming early next year, and there's only going to be more and more news coming soon, and I can't wait for a trailer. That's gonna be a great day. Anyway, let's get into this. I found an article on Deadline talking about the amount of episodes for season 2 and talking about season 3 and maybe a season 4. Anyway, let's get into this article. I will leave the article linked in the description if you want to check it out yourself. So it says, it's a case of good news, bad news for The Last of Us fans who have been patiently waiting more than a year for new episodes of HBO's award-winning drama adaptation based on the acclaimed video game. When season 2 finally arrives in early 2025, it's going to be shorter than season 1. It's only going to be 7 episodes, but that's good news because the potential third season, and I don't know why they say potential, because we know that the second game is going to be adapted into at least 2 seasons, but this article says maybe even 3. But it says that the third season will be significantly longer and bigger in scope, and there very well could be a season 4 coming behind it, according to the series co-creators and producers, showrunners, directors Craig Mazin and Neil Druckmann. Plus, it says that one of the episodes in season 2 will be, and this is in quotation marks, quite big in length. Okay, so now I have a bit of a long quote from Mazin talking about things. The story material we got from part 2 of the game is way more than the story material that was in the first game. So part of what we had to do from the start was figure out how to tell that story across multiple seasons. When you do that, you look at natural breakpoints as we laid it out. This season, the natural breakpoint felt like it came after 7 episodes. We don't think that we're going to be able to tell the story even within 2 seasons, season 2 and season 3, because we're taking our time and going down interesting pathways which we did a little bit in season 1. We feel like it's almost assuredly going to be the case as long as people keep watching and we can keep making more television. Season 3 will be longer and, indeed, may require a season 4. Later in the interview, Mazin sounded even more definitive. One thing is absolutely for sure. I don't see how we could tell the story that remains after season 2 is complete in one more season. So yeah, guys, it looks like we're looking at least 4 seasons right now, and that's if there's no more game. Which, I mean, let's see, if it takes more than a year to make each one of these seasons, we should have a game 3, a part 3 out by then, which would just lead to more of this amazing story. I mean, maybe if it were to run the whole course, maybe 7 seasons. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Mazin went on with the interview. We just want to put people's mind at ease that the idea of this season coming up a little bit shorter than the first one is not because we're taking less time to tell the stories. It's because we want to take more time. The story we're telling is much bigger than the story of season 1. There's just a lot more going on. It's a lot harder to produce, but we want every episode to feel like its own blockbuster, to be honest with you. That sounds great. The article goes on to talk about how there's no official word that there's a game 3 in the works, but man, we know Dottie, from what I've seen and what I've read, Naughty Dog is working on multiple projects right now. I believe they're working on 3. One of them has to be the Last of Us Part 3. I think we're going to get a new IP from them maybe next year. And I could see the Last of Us 3 Part 3, the game Part 3, being maybe a launch title for the next PlayStation, whatever they're going to call it. I guess PlayStation 6. They follow the same way they've been doing. And yeah, I mean, and that title to me, maybe it's just because I love it, but that would be a console seller. And, you know, and they could have something else by then too, you know, probably like another God of War. But anyway, we're getting off on different thing. Anyway, guys, that's really all I have for you in this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're as excited as I am to get some news about season 2 of The Last of Us. Yeah, we're not going to get into any spoiler stuff, but I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not, you know, I mean, I want to see it, but I don't want to see it. If you know what I mean, if you know, you know. And so, yeah, that's all I have for you today. We're in this video. We're going to wrap it up, and I will see you in the next one. Oh, do all the YouTube stuff for me. You know what it is by now. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all those things. And I'll see you in the next one.